All right, guys, today we will be talking about Zeus and Hera um, for the second time. And I am going to give you a little bit of a test, a 测试 on it. Okay, so let's look at some of the words that we will be talking about. Okay, um, don't worry about it. But what I want you to do is really to kind of read the 课文, read the story, so that it becomes 顺口. You know what I mean? Not to 背, oh, what word is this? What word is that? But to kind of listen and read the story and allow it to become kind of like, oh, very 习惯, and then so you don't need to remember the words. It should just kind of roll off your mouth, right? It's very 顺口, huh? All right. So let's see. Long ago, when the world began, the world was ruled by many gods. It was ruled by many gods. Okay. The gods lived and ruled the world from Mount Olympus. Zeus, the god of the sky, lightning, and thunder, was the king of the gods. He was married to Hera, the goddess of women, family, marriage, and childbirth. Okay, marriage and childbirth. Okay, together Zeus and Hera ruled Mount Olympus as king and queen of the gods. In those days, there were beautiful nymphs who lived on earth. Okay, Zeus, who loved to be in the company of beautiful women, often visited earth and had affairs with them. In time, Hera became suspicious and secretly followed him. But each time, just before she could catch him, Zeus would discover her and order one of the beautiful nymphs, Echo, to distract Hera. Echo was a loquacious nymph. She would have long conversations with Hera, which allowed Zeus to escape from Hera before Hera could catch him. Okay, all right, so mainly these words, they're not too hard. I think if you learn to say them, they are not too difficult to do. Okay, let's begin again and see if we can one at a time, and I'll show you what I mean by 顺口. If you can say it, then you can write it. Okay, here we go. Long ago, when the world began, the world was controlled by, was watched over by, it was ruled by. The world was ruled by many gods. Okay, right? Back in the day of 希腊神话, huh? The world was ruled by many gods. Okay, right? Right now, Taiwan is ruled by 民进党, right? And during Ma Ying-jeou, it was ruled by 国民党, right? And long ago, it was ruled by Japan. Well, long ago, according to 希腊神话, Greek mythology, when the world began, the world was ruled by many gods. Ruled by. Doesn't matter how you spell it, okay? Ruled. You can spell it wrong, but just spell ruled, okay? The gods lived and ruled the world from Mount Olympus. Okay, that will not be tested. It's just a place. If you can remember it, great. If you cannot remember it, it's okay. Zeus, the god of the sky, lightning, and thunder. Right? Yes, you have to know that word, thunder. Okay, one good way to remember thunder is to remember under. Right? You remember under and you put thud in front of it. Thunder, right? Yes. All right. The sound of lightning. Okay. Lightning and thunder. Okay. Remember that. Let it kind of 顺口, right? Lightning and thunder. Okay. So you can, and if you can say it, then it doesn't matter 你怎么拼, okay? You can spell it wrong, it doesn't matter, okay? Was the king of the gods. He was married to Hera, the female god. Okay, so a god is a male god, then a female god is a goddess. Goddess. Just remember that word, goddess. Okay, all right, so goddess. All right, again, right, Zeus was a god and Hera was a goddess, right? You spell it wrong, it's okay, right? Just spell goddess. Remember, 重点是 you can say it, not you can spell it. All right, you spell it wrong, it's okay, right? If you spell it wrong, fine. You go back and you make corrections. 订正就好, no problem. And next time you know. All right. All right. He was married to Hera, the goddess, female god of women, family, marrying, and having babies. Okay. Marrying is called marriage. Marry, marriage. Okay, marriage. Okay, love and marriage. Marriage. 拼错没有关系, right? Marriage. Just spell marriage. The point is you say marriage and you 把它呈现出来 with English. Okay, and then the problems. The spelling problems 再说, marriage, okay, that's wrong. There's two R's and there's an I in the middle. Whoops. Marriage. Okay. Right. My point is, don't focus on the 字, focus on the word. Word is not the 字, it's not the written 写下来的字, it's the what you say. Marriage. Okay. So she's the god of women, family, marriage, and having babies. Childbirth. I'm sure nobody will have a problem with this word. Child. Everybody knows how to spell child. And birth, as in birthday, stopping short of the word day. Childbirth. Together, Zeus and Hera ruled Mount Olympus as king and queen of the gods. In those days, there were beautiful fairies and beautiful nymphs, right? Yes, you have to remember that. It's called nymphs. Forget about how to spell it. Nymphs. You spell it wrong, it doesn't matter. Okay, just say and write the word nymphs. Okay, I want you to think of it as 音标把它标出来 nymphs. But then the right way to spell it 再说 it's not I, it's Y, and it's not F, it's PH. Right, nymphs. Okay, all right, beautiful nymphs, if it's nymphs, I should say fairies, excuse me, who lived on earth. Zeus, who loved to be with beautiful women. All right. How do you say be with? Well, when you like to be with somebody, that means you like to be in the company of, right? You have to remember the word of, okay? Yes, he loved to be in the company of, okay? Be in the company of. Very important that you remember that word. Who loved to be in the company of beautiful women, often visited Earth and had relations outside of marriage. It's called 外遇, right? And it's called how do you say 外遇? Have an affair. Well, if it's many relationships outside of marriage, then of course it's affairs. Have affairs, right? So have affairs with, okay, them. Oh, past tense. So had affairs with them. Again, 要顺口. Have affairs with. Have affairs with. Past tense. Had affairs with. Okay. Don't focus on, oh, 怎么拼? That's not important. Okay? Had affairs with them. In time, Hera became to think something was wrong. Okay? So she thought something was wrong. She became 怀疑. You have to know that's how to say the word. Okay? Don't 死背 S-U-S. Don't say that. Just how do you say 怀疑? Suspicious. She became suspicious. Suspicious. And then just keep on saying she became suspicious. Hera was suspicious of her husband. Okay? Right. Suspicious. Now you can spell it. Suspicious. Suspicious. I don't know. Like that. Okay? Like superstitious. Suspicious. Okay? That's good. Okay? That actually spells suspicious. It's wrong, but it's good, right? Because it really 拼起来就是 suspicious, But and then you get it wrong, and then you go back and say, oh, it's not a T, it's a C, Voila. See, just,一开始 don't care too much about the 文字 think about 那个怎么说那个字 right? Yes. All right. In time, Hera became suspicious and secretly followed him. But each time, just before she could catch him, Zeus would discover her and command her, tell her, 指示她, kind of like you go to a restaurant and you 指示那个 waiter 叫你拿什么东西来给你吃, right? That's called order, right? Like you order food. And order. One of the beautiful nymphs, Echo, to get her attention, to 引起 to 分散她的注意 right? Yes, to 让她注意别的东西 right? To get her attention on something else. So to how do you say that? Well, if you don't know how to say it, then 你就没有机会了 right? Yes. But if you can say it, then you can write it. Okay. So how do you say to get somebody's attention? Right? Yes. So let's say, your mother is watching TV and you're like, mom, and then she's like, oh, like, you get her attention so she cannot watch TV, right? You distract her. Right? So Echo, Zeus would tell one of his beautiful nymphs, order one of the beautiful nymphs, Echo, to distract Hera. Distract. Okay? Distract. That's pretty straightforward. 应该没有问题, Distract, right? To distract Hera. Echo was a loquacious nymph. You all should know this word because I said this a lot, right? Loquacious. Okay, but how do you spell it? If you don't know how to spell it, it's okay. But the 重点是 you can say loquacious. Loquacious. Uh-oh, here comes shus. T-I-O-U-S? No. But that's good, right? Yes. Oh, again, same as suspicious. It's not T-I-O-U-S, it's C-I-O-U-S, right? Okay. All right, so Echo was a loquacious nymph. She would have long talks, long 对话. No problem. You should know this word, conversation, right? Conversations with Hera. Okay, this is not a problem. Okay, which allowed let Zeus escape, get away before Hera could catch him. You know what? I want to do this one because since we're doing it, just make it hard for you, right? Oh, that's my washer running. Okay. And then here. Okay. All right. So which allowed, which let. Okay. What is the a word for let? Like I let you do something, right? You should know this word, which allow, right? Allow. This word very important, very 常见, and it's very useful. All right. Which allowed, of course, past tense, which allowed Zeus, okay, to get away. And the word is escape. 练练看哈 escape 练习 escape 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 escape, right? Before Hera could catch him. Okay, so this is our a little thing that we want to do, and if you know the answer, great. If you don't know the answer, you know, learn it, right? The more you listen, the more you do it, the more you will know. 慢慢来哈 right? All these are 单字 very important. In case you didn't know, 单字的能力 very important, okay, in English. Okay, as you get, the more words you know, the more 信心 confidence you have, then the better you can read, and the better you can read, the more you will read, and the more you will read, the better your English becomes. Okay, it's like a snowball, like a 雪球，越滚越大哈。If you know your vocabulary words, everything good will begin to happen. But if you know you read something and 这边不会，那边不会，到处都不会, oh my gosh, then it becomes, everything becomes so hard, and you start to lose 信心, and you start to lose interest, okay, and maybe you give up, and then 就 too late. So vocabulary 很重要, all right? So in the interest of helping you remember the vocabulary words, I have some practice questions for you, okay? Right? Rule, okay? When was Taiwan ruled by Japan? You're going to answer with 1895 to 1945. Okay, so how do you answer that? We're going to answer questions, okay? Right? The answer is 1895 to 1945, okay? And then Teacher Daniel is going to teach you how to answer these questions using the words in the question. All right? Yes? And this will work 90% of the time, and it will help you tremendously. All right, very good. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon in class. Please try to, try to listen and read the passage so that it becomes 顺口. Okay, you know what word, which word comes, it belongs, here. Not 背起来 like R-U-L-E-D, no. Right? 背 in a sense of, oh, it was ruled by many gods. Just saying it. 说它, right? Don't worry about writing it. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.